As President Trump continues his push for mass deportations, immigration groups are concerned about the possibility of increased ICE raids. Those haven't happened in Arizona yet, but they have before.
12 News journalist William Pitts takes a look back at those years of raids and why these may be different.
Move out of his way.
People being handcuffed and hauled away. A recurring picture for years of Sheriff Joe Arpaio's tenure as sheriff, and the cameras were welcome.
If you don't like the way I operate, you go get your own police department.
Now, this was a famous fight on the streets of Guadalupe. MCSO was the town's police force. That right there is the mayor of Guadalupe confronting Arpaio over a raid she says no one ever asked for. Arpaio made dozens of raids, more than 70 of them, arresting hundreds of people.
Creates an awful atmosphere between the people, us, and our law enforcement, which happens to be the sheriff's office.
Once again, this is a serious problem. We've arrested over 560 people with fake IDs in these business establishments, total since 2008.
Now, Arpaio's raids weren't officially focused on immigration status. They were supposed to be for ID theft. Undocumented immigrants using someone else's social security number and ID to get jobs. When they were in jail, Arpaio could then turn them over to ICE. That was under an agreement with ICE called 287G, and ICE pulled that agreement in 2009.
I'm only working here, okay? Only working.
Even after being found guilty of racially profiling, MCSO raided Uncle Sam's, a restaurant in Peoria. They didn't just arrest workers in 2013, they arrested the owner and manager. Now, this raid ended up costing the county $5 million. The charges against the owner of Uncle Sam's and the manager were later dropped. They said Arpaio defamed them, and the county settled.
What's the difference between Sheriff Joe and the federal government? Well, there's a huge difference. The federal government has purview over immigration.
Juan Rocha is an attorney and lecturer at Arizona State University's law school. He says in a federal raid, they need probable cause and evidence that something illegal is taking place. Rocha says that wasn't always the case with Arpaio.
His was, you could say, more blatant as far as, oh, I see a short brown person with coarse hair. Let me stop him.
But also, Rocha says it doesn't even have to be a workplace raid or even an arrest.
People I speak who represent, for example, will say, I haven't broken the law. I've been here and I haven't had any issues with law enforcement. And then my question is, well, how did you enter the country? I entered without inspection. Well, that's breaking the law. So they don't understand that that alone is enough for them to enforce and remove them from the country.
William Pitts, 12 News.